done very well. Another good reaction for the oncoming Marnus Labuschagne.
Well, this will be interesting because Ollie Robinson accounted for Marnus Labuschagne with the first ball that he bowled to him yesterday. Now comes Ollie Robinson. Bowls. Oh, good delivery from Ollie Robinson. He got a little nick on that. No, he hasn't. Well, there was an extra yard of pace there from Ollie Robinson. And down the hill, bowls, and Labuschagne drives sweetly. That's a quality shot by Marnus Labuschagne. Slightly over pitch by Ollie Robinson, and Labuschagne just drove the ball easily and comfortably. And he's on his way. Bowls. Oh, Labuschagne is beaten all ends up. How he didn't get a nick on that, how it didn't hit the top of the stumps, I've no idea. That was an absolute beauty.
Marnus Labuschagne, who's on 4 not out. Carson bowls now. Goes back, turns to the right-hand side of the man of forward short leg. Could be a run-out opportunity. Turns round, has to get back into his ground. Al Hassan, and he does so. Communication not as good as they perhaps should have had it there between the two, the Glamorgan batters. Carson again to Labuschagne. Comes down the pitch this time. High, big. It's gone for 6. And it's been dropped.
Dropped by the crowd.
The other side of the boundary.
Baez comes in and it's flicked beautifully through mid-wicket by Labuschagne. It's rolling down that hill and Pajara's chasing after it, but it's 4 runs and an excellent shot there from Labuschagne. And that's exactly what I was talking about, Adrian, wasn't I? He leaves it outside off so patiently, and as soon as you get a bit greedy trying to get it back on the stumps, he flicks it for 4.
Running him down the hill and bowls, and Labuschagne flicks this nicely away through square leg. He's going to pick up a boundary here, Marnus Labuschagne. That's a nice shot as the ball trickles over the boundary. Clearly we're not going to an update. Comes into bowl to Marnus Labuschagne. He's in and bowls. Labuschagne drives handsomely. That's a quality shot. Beautifully played. Jack Carlson just giving that a little bit of air, and Marnus Labuschagne wasn't going to miss out. He drove what he made into a half volley.
Wilson will come around the wicket to Labuschagne, who forces it through the offside, steps back and just spots the gap, really works it away, and didn't seem to put that much force into that one, but it's run down towards the pavilion side of the ground, and Carson into bowl, and again Carson is given the charge, and this time Labuschagne has got everything on it and sends it soaring away over long on for maximum. Together.
Yeah.
His next ball steps back, slashes it through the offside dismissively for 4 runs down to extra cover, racing away down the slope to our left. Marnus Labuschagne Coles bowls and he tries to slam that through the leg side. He's got a good pickup. It's gone away for 6. Marnus Labuschagne reaches his half century with
Carvados again bowls, and Labuschagne just runs this one down to third man. It's going to go all the way for 4 runs. Tom Haynes is in hot pursuit, but once the ball gets past the infield here at Hove and rolls down the slope towards the sea, the ball gathering pace.
In comes Carson over the wicket, floats it up, driven hard through the covers by Labuschagne, away down to his fan club, and the ball pops up over the boundary boards and is then
in 11 overs after this one, as in comes Hudson Prentice. Bowls hammered away by Labuschagne through backward point. He's going to go for 4 runs. That's a rather tired looking run down the hill by Eric Avelos. Carson, right arm off spinner over the wicket, bowls. Labuschagne is nudging that wide of first tip. I don't know if you've got a hand on that. Have to wait and see. Carson is disappointed. It was wide of Steve Smith, who's in there, and they come back for 3 runs. Hudson Prentice is on his way. Bowls up the hill, and that's a poor delivery really, and it's just tucked away by Labuschagne off the hip. The ball runs away for 4 runs to square leg. That's a bit of a gimme really. Nick it. Hudson Prentice in again, bowls, and Labuschagne hammers that one away through backward point for 4 runs. Too much width, unfortunately, on this occasion for Hudson Prentice, who's absolutely furious with himself. And in comes Hudson Prentice over the wicket, bowls, and driven away by Labuschagne, and that's going to be 4 runs. Beautifully played. It was slightly over pitch. He just caressed that through the covers. Haynes there in at cover. To be fair, that wasn't easy because the ball was coming. As Cheshire Pujara again sussing to look to reset the field here halfway through the over. I think now with the seamers on, it might be quite interesting to keep an eye on this over 8 because it's already nearly 10 past 3. In comes Hudson Prentice Bowles, pulled away, and there we are. It's 100 for Marnus Labuschagne. What a wonderful way to go to his 100. His Glamorgan teammates stand on the balcony and applaud. The sporting crowd here at Hove stand and applaud. The Marnus Labuschagne fan club, who are down in the southwest corner, they've got their shirts off and they're waving their shirts around their heads in the crowd. Brilliant innings, 100 and 185 balls. Just the Ashes are just around the corner and Labuschagne is playing himself into form. Wonderful knock. In a moment, as he comes Haynes drives, driven down the ground, nice looking shot by Labuschagne. That's going to race away. That's going to be 4 runs. Pujara tried to cut it off, couldn't do so, and it was drilled straight down the ground. Lovely shot by Labuschagne. Slipping a short leg of the only close fielders as Carson is in. Bowls and cut away firmly. That's a lovely looking shot. I've lost track of the ball. James Coles is racing around the boundary. Is he going to cut it off? Yes, he does, just inside. But 3 runs taken to Marnus Labuschagne. He goes to 113, and there is applause around the ground because a few people have realised that Glamorgan are now in positive territory. And again comes Carson Bowles, driven away. Well, not this time because that's over pitches. Absolutely belted away through extra cover by Marnus Labuschagne. He goes to 119.
391 for 3 Glamorgan as Haynes bowls and Labuschagne drives straight back past the bowler. Haynes tried to get a heel to it in the follow through. It's being chased up towards the long off boundary. It's been stopped just inside the ropes. That was a good chase down at the far end of the ground, and the throw lands somewhere in mid pitch eventually. There's a short mid on the drive. As down the wickets comes Labuschagne. Where's that one gone? Through long off for 4. On as he comes down the pitch again and sends this one up towards long on, and it drops just over the boundary boards in front of us. Thought for a moment that was going to rattle our windows, but it fell. And James Coles, the Centurion for Sussex. We'll see if he can work a bit of magic with his left arm spin. There's an appeal for LBW. That's it. Labuschagne has gone. Sussex have the breakthrough they wanted, and Marnus Labuschagne goes for 138. A magnificent innings. He's helped drag his side back into the hunt, but James Coles, the star with the bat, has struck with the ball, and Labuschagne is on his way in his final innings for Glamorgan before he goes off to the Ashes and the match against India for Australia. It has been a fine innings though, and a fine note on which to depart.